to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Yellow Jackets will put total leather and we'll get started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense takes the field to start this game off. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw in the double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Yellow Jackets offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Keep it on the ground. Turning it on! Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to pass, it's Fitzpatrick. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Fakes to grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the...
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Fitzpatrick. Gets it out quickly.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Carter. At the 40, there he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Bell. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. But unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Washington. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The play-action fake. Finds his tight end. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Steps away. No other words. That was just a terrible throw.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
Here's the pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Lost to throw again. Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to pass. It's Fitzpatrick. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
Reads it, fires complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Fires to the tight end. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a spot in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Trying to keep the drive alive. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Quick release on the RPO. Nice move there. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out to the right. Pass the touchdown, Georgia Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll try it again. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a crease. It's Carter. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Fitzpatrick. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Finding open areas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. On the ground with the counter. Spins away from the defense. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? To throw, it's Fitzpatrick. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Give to the running back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Riley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the ground, he's got it again. And this time, they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Picks up the first down. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up, first drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Fitzpatrick. Fires to the big fella.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on over. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. It's complete to the left.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Clinton.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play is going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and 1.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's a type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia Southern. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Under fire. And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They want to run it left here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.